now we're here with Joel Maximo. Man, this place is like from the ground up. This is grassroots. I love it, man. I love it. It's old school. You got the kids working out. There's a real great vibe here. Tell us how you got started. Tell us about your place.
Well, I got started at the ECW House of Hardcore in 1999, right before ECW went down and out of business. My trainers were Mikey Woodbrack and Mike Awesome. And we started from there. I mean, I got the chance to tag with my brother for 15 years now. We travel the world. We've done Japan, Mexico. I've been champs in Puerto Rico and overseas, and it made me want to open a school and give back to the people, especially kids. You know, kids love wrestling, but they usually never get trained. You know, you have MMA, you have kids from 4 to 12 years old, MMA and boxing. So I figured I could do the same thing with pro wrestling, and so far it worked out. The Murphy's Law, incredible. Yeah. Panic, Mario Joseph, people watch them and they feel like they think they're watching midgets.
Is it mainly community people, or is it from all over that come here?
From all over now. I mainly get the kids from around the community. It's a great neighborhood here in Park Slope, and I get a lot of wrestlers who have been in wrestling already, and they want to be retrained with the style that we teach, and that's what we do. We try to teach every corner of the game. We teach discipline first. Then we go to characters, and then flipping and flopping, all the moves they want to learn. I usually like to teach them what they want to do and how they feel they are as a character, and we take it from there. We got a company called Fighting Spirit Wrestling. We've been running shows for over a year. Our fan base is growing very fast. We went from 20 people to 300 people a crowd now, and you know, we got a lot of help from veterans like Shane Douglas and Sandman and Sabu that's been with us, running shows with us, and I get a lot of talent from overseas, from Puerto Rico, and mainly I use my students, and my students are, to me, they're superstars. They're ready.
What are you doing different than most indie feds?
A lot of indie feds use a lot of the same talent. If you know, you go to different shows, you see the same guy. Our fed mainly is homegrown. I believe in self-contained, and I believe that, you know, my guys believe in what they have here. They feel like this is a family and a home, and we trying to grow it together. So that makes us different. You don't see my guys everywhere else. You gotta come here to see them.
Joel Maximo, right here at Ludus. Very good, man. Thank you so much for your time.
We're at the Ludus Wrestling School, and we have the first ever Ludus Kids class. They are probably the youngest training kids in all of New York right now. We have my boys, Murphy's Law. We have Little Dan, Kid Christian. And over here we have Panic, the Teen Sensation, and Mario Joseph.
Just like everyone else here, and every wrestler, I think, on face of the earth, started out as a fan.
Well, I've been here for quite a few months. Joel's been training me, as well as some of the other guys, Talon, Sam Shields, Greg Jones. The list goes on and on.
Mario told us about the Ludus, so we came down, we tried it out, and then Joel said we were really good. So we kept on coming here, and we just kept on getting better and better, and then February, we had our first match.
It started off with my friend saying, "You watch wrestling?" I'm like, "Nah." And my friend was like, "You should try watching it." So one day I watched it, and I just really loved it.
I started watching wrestling when I was around 6, 7 years old. You know, I did the whole park thing. I wrestled in the park with me and my friends. And then one of my friends said, "Hey, we're going to check out the Ludus Wrestling School." I mean, they have a great locker room full of great, talented wrestlers. And the cost is not really that expensive. I mean, it's pretty affordable. And we came here, and it was great.
Mario told us about this place, the Ludus Wrestling Center. We came down, we tried it. Joel taught us a lot of things, as well as a lot of the other wrestlers, Sam Shields, Talon, Angel Ortiz, and we've been learning a lot.
Did you ever think that being a fan can turn into being possibly a professional wrestler? Did you ever think that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But I thought, like, I had to wait till I was 18 to start doing this. You know, being able to do it at 13 is good, and we're already wrestling in shows.
Awesome. So you're definitely going to stick with it?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with it.
That's awesome, man. How about you? The same thing?
Yeah, I mean, being a professional wrestler has come across my mind, you know, when I was watching it. And then, of course, you know, once I turned 9 and 10, you know, I was more, you know, my mind was set on school and stuff. But once I started, you know, getting back into it, wrestling in the park and stuff, you know, I really wanted to do this professionally. and make a living off of it. So.
Just like Mario, I thought I would have to wait till 18, and wrestling shows at 9 is awesome.
Getting the chance to wrestle so young at 12 and 9, it's incredible because we have a big jump start compared to most people that started when they were like 18, 20, and it's really great.
Everybody here gets treated like family. All the other wrestlers pitch in to help these guys out, and it's honestly, it's the best thing. I mean, before this was available to us, my boys were literally killing each other in my house, destroying my furniture, my beds, my doors.
And you loved it. For some reason, I think you loved it.
I did, but it was costing me an arm and a leg to replace furniture in my house. I think this is the first year that I've had a couch that's actually lasted 12 months. When they started to come here, they started to learn how to do things right, and the shenanigans in my house stopped because they were coming here to get it out.
So it's definitely a release.
Yeah, and it's
Definitely, right?
It's great. I mean, it's great that they're doing this because it's some people say they're too young, but I don't believe that. I believe that you have kids competing in MMA and karate at their age and even younger.
That's right.
And this is what they want to do. All 4 of these boys are tremendously dedicated.
Well, they're following a passion, and if it's supervised properly and if it's taught properly, it's okay. You make a great point. You go to any of the MMA schools or the karate schools, they're all starting at 4 or 5 years old. I got a question. It's probably my last question. Is your perspective different now that you guys are actually wrestling than when you sat and kind of, had your favorites, who the heel was, the mark, or whatever? Is it a different perspective now that you actually are wrestling?
Yeah, because when I was home, I was watching it every day, and I thought it was gonna be easy, anything. But when you come here, it's actually not that easy.
Yeah, I definitely look at it from a wrestler's perspective now. Before, I was very into the storylines and stuff, and now I'm more into the actual wrestling itself.
I thought it was gonna be a little bit easier, and then once I came here, it was a lot harder than I thought it would be.
When I was a fan, I thought, oh yeah, how hard could this be? Big deal. When you get here, you're taking bumps and you're getting hurt. It's not like some walk in the park. And also, when I was like a fan, I was, like Panic said, I was more into the who is heel, who is face storyline deal. And now I don't really care about who's face, who's heel. I just like the wrestling.
Now wrestling is homework in my house. It's taken on a whole new meaning for them because they watch footage, they watch film, and they stop it now, and they rewind it, and they actually critique professional wrestlers now while they're watching it, and it's hard to actually watch an entire pay-per-view or anything on DVD in my house without them stopping it to rewind it, and they're always trying to trying to pick spots and trying to figure out what they can do to make their next match better. So it's, honestly, this is what they want to do, and I give all of them credit for knowing at such a young age that this is what they want to do. I wish I knew at 12 or 9 or 16 what I wanted to do with the rest of my life.
Well, I want to thank you guys, all right? Thank you so much. Awesome. Come on, let's go watch you guys work out a little bit. Come on.
This is Papa Murphy at the Ludus Wrestling School. You're watching Ring Fever, where the fans are the stars. There is no cure! Oh! Oh!